Welcome to the Success Sensei podcast for anyone interested in success, happiness, and balance. We'll teach you how to be a black belt at life. And now, your host, former professional fighter, multiple world champion, entrepreneur, and investor, Robert Devane.
Bowing in. This is Roundhouse Rob, the Success Sensei, helping you to win at life one kick and punch at a time. Episode 301. You are lucky to be alive.
It's the Success Sensei podcast main event.
You are lucky to be alive. There are many reasons why you are lucky to be alive. But this particular one came into my brain a few weeks ago, and I knew I was going to have to record a podcast about it because it's actually a very motivating concept that will absolutely make you grateful for each day that you have. And it's simply this. If you can track your life, it doesn't matter what age you are when you're listening to this, by the way, but if you track your life and you think about your birth, you think about any major procedures that you've had or any surgeries or any time you've needed penicillin, antibiotics. It doesn't even have to be major. Could be hard flu, it could have been, mild pneumonia. But basically, if you were alive 100 years ago, the likeliness is that you may not have survived any of these things, including the birth rate, by the way. The birth rate obviously now is a hell of a lot better than it was. But if you lived in a different era, you more than likely wouldn't. It's a very high statistic that you, regardless of whether you're young listening to this, and certainly obviously the odds increases the older your age bracket is. But the likeliness is that you wouldn't have survived any of these major or even minor medical procedures, even dentistry. I mean, what would have happened, a couple of 100 years ago if you had a bad tooth? What was going to happen then? And it was so painful to eat. You were going to waste away and have an awful, painful death. But anyway, it's not supposed to be a negative episode about all the many ways that you could have died. The whole point of the matter is, if you'd lived 100 years ago, or even more, 200 years ago, 1,000 years ago, whatever it is, but as recent as 100 years ago. The reason why I'm saying 100 years ago is because penicillin and antibiotics only started to become widely available late into the 1940s. So you're only talking about 80 years ago. I had a little bit of mild pneumonia. Now, I say it was mild, but I don't know if I would have made it through without the antibiotics and without specifically the steroids that were prescribed to dry up my lungs. That's just one episode that happened to me. And I'm sure you have one, whether it's mild, like that one, or whether it's more major. I'm sure you have examples of how in the past you wouldn't have lived to the age that you are now. So what does all this mean? Well, it basically means that you absolutely, definitely, positively should be more grateful for your life right now. Yes, you might not be where you want to be. Even when you get to where you want to get, you're still not where you want to be. That's just human nature. You might be dissatisfied with many things that are going on around you, even inside you. But you know what? You wouldn't have any of that going on had you been born, and managed to survive the birth rate, or had you been born into a different era where your chances of surviving, even up to the point that you are now, are a hell of a lot slimmer. So despite everything that's going on, despite all the negativity, despite the hardship, despite anything that's going on, you should be grateful because you've survived to this point when you wouldn't have in the past. Now, that should 100% motivate you to live your life, to live the life that you want to live, because nothing is promised, nothing is for certain. Yes, we all like to think that we're going to live a very, very long time, and we can bury our heads in the ground and not think about what is going to happen in the future. And well, that's all fine. it's not planning for the future. So it's very important that you live your life. Yeah, not recklessly, not with reckless abandon to the point that you're making foolish decisions that hinder your future. But you should absolutely not be putting certain things on hold. Just imagine, yet again, I forgot to put my phone on airplane mode. Apologies. So just imagine that it's not borrowed time that you're on, but it is absolutely bonus time. If you can reflect in your life and think of anything that you've gone through, any one particular thing, as I said, it can be small, it can be medium, it can be major, so it can be mild, medium or major, that potentially you wouldn't have gotten through 100 years ago or more, then that should make you happy to be alive right now. That concept alone should make you more grateful right now. And it should motivate you to want to continue to live and to live your best life and to chase your goals and to chase your dreams and not to give up and not to be distracted by foolishness and stuff that's not important, and not to let your anxiety get to you, your stress get to you, and not to let fear hinder your progress. Because you're on bonus time. So you may as well use your time to do bonus things. Use your bonus time to do bonus things. I'd love to hear how you're getting on. I'd love to hear what you're up to. I'd love to hear if that motivated you. I'd love to hear what you have gotten through, what you've survived. As I said, mild, minor, medium or major. Let me know what you think, you wouldn't have survived 100 or more years ago. It's a very interesting topic. It's a very interesting subject. Think about it yourself or don't think about it. But either way, give me a like, a share or a positive review and help the organic growth of this podcast. I am on episode 301 and I absolutely would love a hell of a lot more listeners, because it feels like this podcast is like the greatest secret in the world. So I would love to get a little bit more traction because it absolutely motivates me to be doing more episodes. So I hope you're having a good week and I'll talk to you next week. Thank you for listening. I'm Roundhouse Rob, the Success Sensei. Nearly forgot my own outro. Bowing out.
This has been the Success Sensei, fighting the winning fight. So add us, subscribe, like, and comment. Keep those hands up and keep moving forward.